Hi guys. So I'm going to walk through the next PowerPoint that Ms. Trenicas and I have for you guys. First of all, we want to say we are very, very proud of all of the hard work that you guys have been putting into your assignments online. We know that it's might seem daunting and you have to monitor your own work and you have to do your own schedule, but you should pat yourself on the back because we have survived our first week of online learning. All of you have been doing a great job of reaching out to your teachers. Please make sure you are checking in with your advisors if you have any questions or reaching out to myself or Ms. Trenicas. Also, we hope that all of you are okay and doing well and that your family members are also making sure to stay safe. Okay? So this is the walkthrough for assignment number 5. And technically our last PowerPoint for The Great Gatsby. So we finished this unit. You're due now. So I'm going to read through the questions. You should pause it, complete the assignment, and then come back to the video afterwards, okay? This assignment is going to be completed separate from the rest of the assignment. So you're going to do a Google Docs and turn this in where we put assignment 5 for due now, okay? So we're going to put an assignment for this due now where you're going to answer these questions. So your questions: what is your initial reaction to how the novel ends? We finally got through the novel. Woohoo! Do you agree with it or not? Do you agree with this ending? Do you think it is a fair ending for our characters? What did you hope would happen? Who did you hope would be together? Where did you hope that people would be together? So be very specific, okay? So my suggestion is pause the video, complete the assignment, then come back to this video so I can walk you through the rest of the PowerPoint, okay? All right. Aim and agenda. So your aim: how has the novel impacted us as readers, thinkers, and our understanding of the world around us? You guys should have already done the do now assignment, so check for that. We're going to go over impact on audience. We're going to go through a discussion, and then you guys are going to be completing a quiz, okay? Because we have finished the book, and we didn't want to make sure that you have enough quiz grades in because the marking period is over. All right. So we have discussed this before, so this is review. So these are the ways that a book impacts the audience or the reader, or something that you read impacts the audience, or the reader. So one way is it can change your beliefs, point of views, your opinions, your attitude, your actions, and the way you react towards others. So in the beginning, you might believe one thing, and towards the end, you might believe another. It may inspire a new idea. It may bring about something that you never thought of or you never thought could happen. For example, we discussed the fact that Tom and Daisy may still love each other even though they have these affairs that they're having on the side, right? So that's a new idea or a new way of thinking about love. It can help you spread an idea or spread information that you either just learned or you knew before but you didn't think about in this way. It can impact or change the way you feel about specific characters. So, the first time we read about Daisy, we may have felt about her one way, and towards the end of the novel, we may feel a different way towards her, right? Based on the way that the reading has shifted in each chapter and each paragraph. It can create excitement. When we were reading some of the different scenes in class, some of you were very, very excited in certain parts. So, definitely something that we've seen you guys do. It can enlighten you to make a connection to real world, self, and text. So again, those text to text, text to world, text to self connections that you guys make when you annotate. Or it can allow you to experience escapism, a way to leave reality, especially with everything going on right now. Reading, which I can personally say I do myself at least every day, can help you escape what you're doing in the moment or what you're living in the moment so that you can feel like you're living something else or doing something else, okay? Your assignment. So you're going to answer the AIM question for today after you've finished reading the novel. So by now you should have read all 9 chapters of The Great Gatsby. And then you're going to respond to one of your peers' responses using accountable talk stems. So again, the aim: how has the novel impacted you as a reader thinker? So you're going to go back to this PowerPoint. One of these things should be in your response. When you are responding to your peers, you need to use accountable talk stems. So I agree, I disagree. You need to add on. Okay, you cannot just say I agree or I disagree, because that's not enough for us to really make this a discussion. Address all three parts. So reader, thinker, and understanding of the world. So as a reader, how has it impacted you by one of these things? As a thinker, in terms of the way you thought about the book, the way you thought about the world, the way you thought about a specific topic, and then your understanding of the world around you. How does the world work according to Gatsby? How does the world work according to us? How do they tie together? Okay, so that is your task. This you're going to do in the discussion part. It's going to be in a separate assignment. You have to respond to each other. So we want to see who you're responding to after you post your own response. So there's two parts, your response and you responding to one of your peers. Here's an example. So the first student responds, "The novel The Great Gatsby impacted me as a reader in that it changed my attitude about Gatsby as a person. By the end of the novel, I have pity and sympathy for him that I didn't have before," because this is where they would bring in that textual evidence, right? "It also impacted my understanding of the world because," this is where you would bring any world topics that were discussed there or brought up in the book. "As a thinker, what impacted me was the way that you thought. How has it changed? How has it remained the same? How has it shifted? How is it different from things that maybe we have discussed in class?" Okay? Student B already posted their belief and now is responding to student A. "I respectfully disagree with student A. By the end of the novel, I felt the least amount of sympathy for Gatsby. It's Nick who I felt bad for since he was left to clean up the mess, etc., etc." So you are gonna make sure you reference things that occurred in the book. You could also even reference the articles that we use about lying, okay, if you wanted to. All right, and that is your task. If you have any questions, please reach out to myself or Ms. Trenikos, okay? This is not a daunting task. We have had class discussions before. All you're doing is putting it in the chat in the segment where it says Assignment 5 discussion, all right? All right, guys, so have a great weekend. Make sure you try to remain organized. If it's daunting, don't forget you do have an opportunity to make things up. Also, don't forget that the marking period is over this Friday. We are finalizing grades, so if you see anything in your grade book that may seem odd or you think you turned something in, whatever the case may be, please reach out to myself or Ms. Trenikos, okay? All right, bye guys.